Good morning, students. So let us continue with the same chapter that we are doing, that is questions on circles. Okay. Before I start, if you would have forgotten, the area of a circle is given as pi r square and the circumference of a circle is given as 2 pi r. So let us start with that background. We can start the problems. So the first question that I'm discussing for today it reads like this. In the figure given below, AC and BD are two perpendicular diameters. That means AC and BD are two perpendicular diameters of a circle with center O. If AC equals 16 centimeter, calculate the area and perimeter of the shaded part. Yes, so you can see we have to calculate the area and perimeter of the shaded part. The only data I have is AC equals to 16 centimeter. Okay, so AC, they have also told us that AC is 16 centimeter, but at the same time AC is also the diameter. Okay, so I'll start by saying AC is the diameter of the circle, and we know AC is equals to diameter is always twice of radius. So I can say twice of radius equals 16 centimeter. Using this relation, I can write radius equals to 16 by 2 equals to 8 centimeter. We are trying to find radius over here because even in the formula of both perimeter and area we require radius. Okay, so I'll say each of the shaded region is a quadrant of the circle. If you're not clear with the quadrant of the circle means whenever I divide a circle into two parts, both each side is called semicircle, but when I divide into four parts, each part is called quadrant. Yes, so therefore its perimeter equals to is a quadrant of a circle. So I'm having, remember I'm having, so I'll write its perimeter equals to pi by 2 plus 2 into r equals to divided by 20, pi is anyways 22 by 7, so 22 by 2 into 7 plus 2 into 8. Yes, so after doing all this calculation I'll get 200 by 7. So perimeter of the shaded region, remember I'm having two shaded regions, so I'm writing 2 into 200 by 7, which happens to be 400 by 7, and if I just simplify it further, I'll write 57 1 by 7 centimeter. Yes, so area of the shaded part, remember we are supposed to find the area as well. So area of the shaded parts, I'm going to write it as 2 into area of one quadrant. Yes, so we know area of a quadrant is given by pi r square divided by 4. So I'm writing 2 into pi r square divided by 4. 2 and 4 I can cancel, so remaining will be pi r square by 2. So I'm going to write pi as 22 by 7 into r is 8. So 8 into 8. After doing all the calculations, I'll get 100.48 centimeter square. Yes, I hope all of you are comfortable how to do this much calculation at least. If you're not comfortable, kindly let me know. Okay, so next question that I'm taking in now is the wheel of a cart is making 5 revolutions per second. If the diameter of the wheel is 84 centimeter, find its speed in kilometer per hour. Remember the units that we are given is second, and we have to convert it into kilometer per hour. So we are given diameter equals to 84 centimeter. So radius will be 84 by 2, that is 42 centimeter. So remember we have to calculate perimeter, because whenever you see a circle, how much circle or a wheel, how much distance does a wheel travel is nothing but it's actually its perimeter, right? So if I have a perimeter of 10 meters, when it makes one revolution, it will be covering a distance of 10 meter. I hope you are clear with that. So whenever it makes one revolution, it will be covering the area of the length of its perimeter. Okay, so I'll write, so therefore perimeter, that's the reason why I'm trying to find perimeter. So perimeter equals to 2 by 22 into 22 by 7 into 42. So when I cancel, I'll get 264 centimeter. So I'm saying distance covered in 1 second equals to 264 into 5, because I am making 5 revolutions in 1 second. So that is 1350 centimeter, which happens to be 1350 divided by 1000 into 100 kilometer. Yes, I hope all of you are clear how to convert centimeter to kilometer. Remember, I am converting kilometer, but because the question has asked us to convert it to kilometer per hour. Yes, so after this, speed equals to, so 1350 divided by 1000 into 100. Why I'm putting 60 into 60 up there is because if you see here, so this per hour it should be there, right? So it should have been 1350. This, remember, this is in seconds. 1350 divided by 1000 into 100 whole divided by 60 into 60. But when I simplify, 60 into 60 goes up. Yes, so asking it as 1350 divided by 1000 into 60 into 60 divided by 100, which happens to be 47.52 km per hour. I hope you are clear. If you're not clear, again, you have the option of asking me personally. Yes. Next question I'm taking is, the circumference of a circle is 123.2 centimeter. Calculate, number one, radius of the circle. It's very easy. So I'll write, let the radius be r, circumference equals to 123.2 centimeter. We know circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r should be equal to 123.2 centimeter. Yes. So or r I should have as 123.2 into 7 divided by 2 into 22. After doing all the calculations, you should get 19.6. I request you to please do these calculations step by step. Okay. Although I'm just telling you that it will be 19.6 in exam, you're supposed to do this. Second part, the question is asking us to calculate the area of the circle. So area will be equal to pi r square, that is 22 by 7 into 19.6 into 19.6. Yes, so when I cancel, I'll get 1207.36 centimeter per square. Yes, that is the question. And the third part of this question is asking the effect on the area of the circle if the radius is doubled. So let me explain it further. The question is asking, if the radius is doubled, so how is it going to affect your area? So let us see how it's going to affect. So remember, new radius, they are doubling it, so 2r it will become, so it will become 2 into 19.6, so this will become 39.2 centimeter. Yes, after this area, now remember I'm calculating the new area. So new area will be 22 by 7 into 39.2 into 39.2. After doing all the calculations, I'll get 489.44 centimeters square. So whenever I want to calculate some effect, so we should always compare it with each other, right? And comparison, if you know in your lower class, it was ratio, and ratio is nothing but division, right? So that's why I'm doing 4829.44 divided by 1207.36. Yes, so when I do all these things, I'll get 4 times. So that means what we can infer for this from this is very easy. So when I'm doubling my radius, my area will be 4 times the old area. Okay, so it will be multiplied by 4 times. Okay, so that is one more question that we have finished. So the next question that I have is, in the figure given below, the area enclosed between the concentric circle is 770 centimeters square. Given that the radius of the outer circle is 21 centimeter, calculate the radius of the inner circle. Yes, so I'll write, let the radius of the outer circle be r centimeter. So if you can see, this is r centimeter. Sorry for the diagram. Let us assume that it's a circle. Okay, it's very difficult to draw freehand, and I'm not a good artist, so understand that it's a circle. Okay, so outer radius is r and inner radius is small r. So the question has provided us with the data that those marked space is 770 centimeters square, and the question is asking us to find the value of small r. So let us see what we can do. Okay, so let the outer circle, let the radius of the outer circle be r centimeter. Let the radius of the inner circle be small r centimeter. So after this, then area between the two circles has been given as 770 centimeters square. And the area, can I write it as pi r square? That means the area of the outer circle minus the area of the inner circle should be equal to 770 centimeters square. Yes, I'll take out pi outside, so it will be pi into r square minus small r square equals 770. So pi, I can write it as 22 by 7 into 21 square minus r square equals 770. So it will become 21 square minus r square. I am sending 22 by 7 this side. When I send it, it will be 7 by 22. So when I am cancelling, I am getting 441 minus r square equals 245. Yes. So after this, I am going to write 441 minus 245 equals r square. 441 minus 245 is nothing but 196 equals r square. So therefore, r equals to under 296, that becomes 14 centimeter. So we have found that the radius of the inner circle is 14 centimeter. So let us take question number B of the same question. In the figure given below, the area enclosed between the two concentric circle is 346.5 centimeters square. The circumference of the inner circle is 88 centimeter. calculate the radius of the outer circle. This question is identical to the previous question. In the if we keep in the fact that we are considering two concentric circles in where we are supposed to find the radius of the outer circle. In the previous case, outer circle's radius was given, but we are supposed to find the radius of the inner circle. Here we are given the data that the circumference of the inner circle is something, and we are supposed to find the radius of the outer circle. So first step would be, I will try to find the radius of the inner circle using the circumference. Yes, so all this tradition we have to do. Let the radius of the inner circle be small r and the radius of the outer circle be r, capital R. So given circumference of the inner circle equals 88 centimeter, so 2 pi r equals to 88, so 2 into 20 by 7 into r equals 88, or r equals to, doing all this calculation, you should get 14 centimeter. And I request all of you, please be familiar with all these calculations. Also, area equals to 346.5 centimeters square is already given in the question. So area, that means area that is between these two circles. Okay, so can I write this one as area of the bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle will be 346.5. So pi into, I'm taking out pi common, so pi into r square minus r square equals 346.5. So 22 by 7 into r square minus 14 square equals 346.5. So r square minus 14 square, all of these are standard, so I'm not going to explain it. So finally I'll get r equals to 17.5 centimeter. Please understand how the square root came. You can practice it on your own as well. Yes, I'm going to take on the next question that I have, which says a road 3.5 meter wide surrounds a circular plot whose circumference is 44 meter. Find the cost of paving the road at rupees 50 per meter square. This question is also identical to the previous two problems that we were doing. So only difference here, it has been given the width. Yes, so I'll write, let the radius of the circle plot be small r meter and the radius along with the road be r meter. That means the radius of the inner circle and the outer circle, I'm denoting it like this. So given circumference equals to 44 meter, or circumference of the inner, that means the garden, so or 2 pi r equals 44, or 2 into 22 by 7. Using all this, I'll calculate r equals to 7. That means I have found the radius of the inner circle 7, but now I can use this to find the outer circle as well. Width has been given as 3.5. If I add this width to the radius of the inner circle, I'll get the radius of the outer circle. So that's why I'm doing 10.5 meter. Please write the unit meter. Okay, so area of the path will be pi r square minus small pi r square. So doing all these calculations, you should get 192.5 meters square. Yes, the cost of making the road, paving the road, is 50 meter per square. So I can say cost of paving the road at rupees 50 meters square equals to 50 into 192.5. That turns out to be 9625. Yes, so this is the answer. So now let us discuss the next question that I have. The sum of diameters of two circles is 14 centimeter, and the difference of the circumference is 8 centimeter. Find the circumference of the two circles. So let's start by saying, let the radii means plural of radius is radii. So let the radii of two circles be r1 and r2. Remember, here we are not speaking about concentric circles. Here I'm just speaking about two different circles. Concentric circle means circle with the same center, but here we are not discussing about any concentric circles. So question has told us, then we have that means there sum of the diameters, that means 2r1, because diameter is twice of radius, so 2r1 plus 2r2 should be equal to 14. So 2 into r1 plus r2 equals to 7, no sorry 14, so 2 and 14 I can cancel it, so I will get r1 plus r2 equals 7. So therefore r1 equals to 7 minus r2. Yes, also they have told the circumference is 2 pi r1, their difference minus 2 pi r2 should be equal to 8. So 2 pi I'm taking out common, so r1 minus r2. So I'm in place of r1 I'm keeping it as 7 minus r2 minus r2. So doing all these things, I'll finally get, you can check it yourself how I'm doing this. So r2 I've made a slight mistake over here, that's why I'm correcting it. So r2 equals to 63 by 11 into 2 equals to 63 by 22 centimeter. So R1 is nothing but 7 minus R2. So I'm using this relation to find this one. 91 by 22. So finally we're supposed to find the circumference of the first circle. So it is 2 pi R1. So I found 18 centimeter, and circumference of the second circle I find it to be 26 centimeter. This is how I do solve this problem. Okay, so the next problem that I have is find the circumference of the circle whose area is equal to the sum of the areas of three circles with radius 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So I'm going to assume let R1 equals to 2 centimeter, R2 equals to 3 centimeter and R3 equals to 6 centimeter. So the area of the bigger circle, as they have told, is the sum of the area of the three circles. So I am going to write pi R1 square plus pi R2 square plus pi R3 square. So pi I can take out common, so I'll have 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. So after doing all these things, I'll get 154 centimeter square. Yes, so its circumference equals to, just pardon me, so before calculating circumference we require radius. So area equals to 154 centimeter square, or pi r square equals to 154. So I found the radius of the bigger circle, which I'm going to use for calculating its circumference. So its circumference equals to 2 pi r, which happens to be 2 into 22 by 7 into 7, that is 44 centimeter. So next question, a copper wire when bent in the form of a square encloses an area of 121 centimeter square. If the same wire is bent into the form of a circle, find the area of the circle. Before going into this problem, I have explained to you in the previous exercise as well. Whenever I am bending some wire in some form and again I am rebending it some other form, their perimeter will always remain the same. Yes, keep that in mind. So I am writing it again. In this case, perimeter of the square will be equal to the circumference of the circle. I repeat, in this case, perimeter of the square will be equal to the circumference of the circle. So given area of square equals to 121 centimeter square, so side square equals to 121. So side equals to under root 121, which happens to be 11 centimeter. Why I found side was to calculate its perimeter. So perimeter equals to 4 into side, which happens to be 4 into 11, that is 44 centimeter. So we know perimeter of square equals to circumference of circle. Yes, so 44 should be equal to 2 pi r. I'm just reversing the rule, so I'm writing 2 pi r equals to 44. So after doing calculations, I'll get r equals to 7 centimeter. Then area of the circle will be equal to pi r square, that is 22 by 7 into 7 into 7, which turns out to be 154 centimeters square. Yes, I hope that is clear. Next question, a copper wire when bent into an equilateral triangle has an area of 121 root 3 centimeters square. If the same wire is bent into the form of a circle, find the area enclosed by the wire. So what we are supposed to do out here is a wire which was bent into an equilateral triangle is now being rebent into a circle. Yes, so we are supposed to find its area. So I'll write given area of an equilateral triangle equals to 121 root 3 centimeters square. We'll be using the same concept that their perimeter will stay the same. Yes, side square. We know the formula for the area of an equilateral triangle. So we'll get root 3 by 4 into side square, which happens to be 121 root 3. So after doing all the calculations, you will get side equals to 11 into 2 equals to 22 centimeter. Now perimeter equals to 22 plus 22 plus 22, because here we are speaking about an equilateral triangle. So all its sides will be equal and sum of all its sides will give me the perimeter. This perimeter will also be the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle equals to perimeter of triangle, which happens to be 2 pi r equals to 66 centimeter. So 2 into 20 by 7 into r. So doing all these things, I find r equals to 21 by 2 centimeter. Yes. So finally, area of the circle, I can write it as pi r square equals to 22 by 7 into 21 by 2 into 21 by 2, which happens to be 346.5 centimeters square. So with this, I come to the end of today's class. So I hope you have understood all the problems that I have discussed with you. If you are not clear, you can put it across in my personal WhatsApp number, or we can discuss it in the classes to come. With this, I take your leave. Thank you.